set down quite slowly to start off with, because if these do Bristol Centaurus or naval sailor, which is a 24-cylinder H-lock between rear. So get ready for another straight in here.
Here it comes from the right.
Oh, from the... So just have to have the duty and 18 cylinders.
Not the engine it was originally fitted with, that was a as we see pull it up. Fantastic photographic opportunities.
Originally designed for the top seat.
Oh,
That's right.
introduces its own complications as air comes in from the left.
Some hesitation right there.
This aircraft operated by Paul.
Took it back to Australian and renamed it Southern Cross. Here it is from the right. This one has building specific instructions the sound of that glorious engine.
The Fleet Air Army Corps should be legendary.
Giving its noise, ties down to the left. Just a nice, neat picture there of that Sea Fury.
Off steel deck carriers, the Americans of course have wooden deck carriers in World War II. We formed the Fleet Air Arm with two carriers, the Sydney and the Melbourne, that were given to the Australian government or purchased by the Australian government from the UK. So we had the Sydney and the Melbourne. The Melbourne, well known to anybody of a certain age, originally HMS Majestic. And the Sydney especially operated the Sea Fury off the coast of Korea, and it flew into the north. There was, I think, about 7 or 8 Australian Sea Furies lost in that very hazardous ground attack mission over North Korea and over the Korean Peninsula in general.
Low pass, beautiful photographic opportunity there. Yes, so it does have the following rules because it is an aircraft.
So the Sea Fury operated alongside the Firefly, which was operated by the Royal Australian Navy Fleet Air Arm. That was an inline liquid-cooled piston-engine, unlike the engine in the Sea Fury. But just beautiful bits of British aviation engineering.
The empennage in this one is a bit interesting. That's the end of the aircraft. It has a big rudder, big tail fin, because the torque is so great in this aircraft. There's a large trim tab on the rudder. The pilot sticks out to the left as the pilot sits, that is. So that tempers the torque because he's obviously Australian. His hometown Rex was brought up in a place called Old Bar, which is near Taree in New South Wales. He's the only son of Janet and Robert. Aviation royalty there. So Paul Bennett's early career path led him to an apprenticeship as a shipwright at steam-faring shipwrights in Bristol, and he later managed Gen 10 fiberglass suppliers, which became Trojan fiberglass composite suppliers, and that's a business.
One of the things with the Sea Fury as it comes into land, they actually raise up the top so that the
you're looking in at about 400 knots. This was they claim the fastest propeller jets.
Bristol Centaurus engine was designed with and originally made with. They're very hard to get, very hard to maintain these days. So expensive to maintain, exactly. So probably this one thing you've got an engine that was produced in flight rated levels.
Look at the speed and the power of this wonderful Sea Fury. Yeah, we use them, the Germans use them, the Egypt, Burma,
Canadians, the Scotlanders, they're like the Burmese. There's one in a Burmese aircraft museum to this day. Next to British officers, and use them as well. Let's see here.
Face on to get great bow opportunity and an underneath shot. Look at this face. Actually, average around the Reno 600 feet. That was its average around the holes.
Close, I'm guessing the fuselage exterior is very smooth. Is that right, Rusty?
It is smooth, and that great word, smooth and sexy, I say, because you get up near it and there's not a dimple on it. It's just ultra smooth. The guys do G-Lock with the team and Paul Bennett do a great job of maintaining this airplane. It's one of those ones that look fast to see. In the sailing mode as well. You don't see anyone as good on low axe, I think, in my time. You know, you'd be lucky to go anywhere on a because multiple